I'm going to have to go with, well, first I'm going to preface it with this quote. In the words of Plato, the world will only come right where the kings become philosophers and the philosophers become kings. And that leads us right into my candidate that I chose to exemplify this effective leadership was Marcus Aurelius. So he ruled Rome. He was the Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD. He was known as the philosopher emperor. He was also one of the most well-known Stoics, if either of you guys are familiar with the practice of Stoicism. And he was the last of which of the Roman emperors are considered the last five good emperors. And they were known as that just because of their commitment to justice and fairness. It was five emperors in succession. And he was known as an effective military leader and skilled in his involvement he led the way with democracy, with the idea of he involved the Senate in his decision making. He was pretty fair in that regard as well. And when it comes to how he handled domestic disputes, he was also very fair in that as well. So you got to think about, in a time, what made me decide as him as being an effective leader was the amount of power he had. So you think about him being the emperor of Rome, who absolutely could have made any move he wanted to without opposition. And you see that with other emperors that preceded him, like Nero or Caligula, who would like feed entire sections of the audience to the wild animals because he ran out of slaves. I think Caligula did that, or was it Nero? One of the two. And then there was another one who had orchestrated the murder of his mother because he had found out he didn't need her, and that's how he initially achieved his power through political moves with his mother. But so just with the idea of how much power he had in to his access, but he still chose to be fair.